set?
the one set game. Yeah, the set is hard.
Game. Yeah. So it's definitely a tough thing, a tough laning phase for him based on the picks he had so far.
Yeah, we'll have to see. We're going to be loading up into Champion Select quite shortly, ladies and gentlemen, as we get to see how things are going to transpire. HKA on your blue side, Coach Skywalk helping to lead the draft, and meanwhile on Berjaya, you got Paul and Hoki trying to help out the team. As the first ban rolling through, it's going to be the Jarvan.
So far, the trend for today, the theme for today, is focus on restricting the pool of top lane. But now it seems to me it might be a different game this time. It could be a Holo Enzo kind of deal, or perhaps what we have today is the Jimian and the Amawan matchup. Let's see though, because we've seen so many drafts where they leave open the Aphelios or forcing you, or blue side banning Aphelios from earlier, or maybe leaving the Elise open. Olaf left open earlier, didn't work out so well during on Yab's hands. But totally understandable, not seeing Aphelios and as well as Ornn. And we're not going to see them today at this game.
Let's see, does Set make it through too at this point? We've already seen the Senna, Aphelios, Ornn being banned out.
I miss Renekton, Opal.
Why do you miss Renekton?
I have no idea, because whenever there's a Renekton, you're always forced to fight.
Like, you say that, but we're also in PCS, and they've found ways not to have to do that.
That is true.
Mordekaiser banned out. Oh, hey, you might get your wish.
We will get a wish. So Set should be the next option here for that ban, unless they
get rid of the misfortune.
Get rid of the misfortune.
I don't want to see misfortunes in my game anymore. I've had enough misfortunes.
It hasn't been as popular nowadays. It's always the Ezreal has really nice performances in the PCS in general.
Yeah. Okay.
It looks like that's the elite. So Set Renekton open.
It's going to be the Set lock in here for HKA. I think they've preferred the pick more often than not when it's available. And we'll get locked in right away here. So for Berjaya, like you mentioned, he could go Renekton. They could try and prioritize other lanes too, possibly. But I think they should try and get that locked in before the next ban phase comes through.
Yeah.
You might get your wish, Riku. There's not a whole lot else they can play at the moment.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I
Renekton
mean,
hovered.
It's going to be the first time Ozzy is going to pick the Renekton if they do lock this in, which they do. And now the options are whether or not you secure your Ezreal now, and I think that would be the case for Berjaya Esports. I like this pick from Berjaya. Starting out strong with the Renekton and as well as the Ezreal, although Set on the other side of the spectrum for HKA can be flexed a little bit to Ozzy, or to 3Z rather, or Jimian, since he did play that one time in the mid lane. So, mind games for HKA at least.
Yeah. Get that Ezreal locked in for K2. Meanwhile, over for HKA, decide, all right, we're going to opt in, pick up the Thresh for Wing. I believe Wing has already played that once so far. Usually likes to play his champs, likes the Nautilus, likes that heavy engage. I think he also had one Karma game as well. So nothing too out of the ordinary here. We're just starting to see the point where it's just the same drafts again.
Yeah. Oh.
Another Kai'Sa, though. That's interesting. So Kai'Sa's starting to get a bit of popularity over here. Exorcism just played it. Now HKA is going to pick it up themselves. Maybe they start, oh, hey, teams are playing Kai'Sa, we'll start playing Kai'Sa. Because I looked over at the break because I was wondering, hey, you know, is Kai'Sa starting to get popular? It's starting to pick up traction in other regions. It's still played over in LEC, over in the LCS, a couple times in LCK.
It's the exact same bottom duo as well from earlier, from the Liab game, I think. Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, the only difference here is the ROM, which is going to be locked in for Chile.
At least they've got their engage secured with a very strong Braum pick here, the Ezreal.
It's a strong lane, actually, especially against a Thresh. Thresh does not like Braum. It's not an enjoyable time to be against Braum.
For sure. For sure.
Jump in onto Braum, he's just going to stun you. It's not a great time. Speaking of Ice Cold Champions, Sejuani is going to be banned out here by the side of Berjaya. Not going to have that heavy engage available for the side of Holo.
Okay, so Elise is still open. We see Holo play that one.
Wow,
oh wait,
Elise
no,
is
it's banned. What am I saying? Okay, so
banned. Oh, Gragas also banned out.
Okay, so restricting the jungle choices here. Olaf is still open. I'm not exactly a big fan of the Olaf jungle in general.
But you don't like Mr. Run at You?
I don't like Mr. Run at You.
He throws axes, too. He just wants to give you presents, Riku.
Well, we're not going to see him today.
Wow, yeah, he gets banned out.
Okay, so what are your options? You do have Lee Sin. We have that one Kindred pick last time at week 1, but I'm not sure if it's a holo special. I think it was more of a...
It wasn't even a river special. That was the
Yeah, it
first
wasn't
time
a
he's
river
played
Yeah.
Kindred, at least in what I could find. All right, Silas is out, so we still have the Jarvan and Lee Sin both available.
Jarvan is actually out. So Lee Sin is
Oh,
the
yeah,
only one
Jarvan's
left
already
from everything else that has been played so far in the PCS.
All right, show me a new jungle. Show me something spicy.
So Lee Sin and Blank.
Oh, there's still like Rek'Sai. What am I talking
Oh
about?
yeah, that's true. What are we? Are we okay? We're okay.
We're not. I don't think we're okay, Riku. It's starting to hit.
Okay, so the thing is, they've never played Rek'Sai. None of the junglers have played Rek'Sai before, and as well as Lee Sin. So this is going to be a first time for Berjaya and HKA to play something completely different out of everything that has been banned.
I will solely judge Enzo on his keystone, whether or not he goes
Halo Blades or Conquerors.
or Conqueror.
Okay.
Simple as that. That will dictate whether or not they win this game.
Judging people by their runes. All right.
Hey, that's the go-to special. Hey, they got more purple, though, on their team. HKA, they're going to go ahead and pick up the Syndra.
Okay.
Syndra's been doing pretty good. Bloody hell, the Syndra has a 33 KDA as a champion?
Syndra is good. It's just interesting to see Jimyan finally picking up a mage, because this is going to be the first time we're seeing him pick up a Syndra, because everything else was Rumble, Set, and as well as Silas. So I'm interested to see.
All right, Lee Sin as well.
Yep, there we go.
So, for Berjaya, do you almost go LeBlanc here? LeBlanc's kind of the only thing on, like, there's still a lot of options. You want something.
Zoe's still open, but we
we
saw what happened.
We saw what
earlier.
happens with the Zoe, so I doubt the Zoe. I think you want something that can kill the Syndra off, and yeah, LeBlanc gets locked in. I think also you get something that can kill the Kaisa if she's out of position.
Oh, that's true.
But it puts a lot of emphasis on Maoan, especially during the mid-game fights, to catch out these squishy members and also to not lose out in the laning phase.
That's true. I mean, you could just probably wait for a Scatter the Weak in, and then that's the time you do a full combo from the LeBlanc. The same goes as well for Jimmy to predict any sort of distortion. Scatter the Weak in, and then just hit your combo. So a little bit of volatile lane for both, for the mid laners, Jimmy and Mawan. I'm excited how this is going to pan out, because I think for HKA, this is their 4th game or 5th game?
It's going to be their
5th game.
5th game.
It's their 5th game already, and Berjaya, this is their 4th game.
Yeah, 4th game. You saw Chili on your screen. He's got the Braum in his hands, and we'll see whether or not him and the squad can look to take down Hong Kong Attitude. As both these teams sitting on the negative win rate. HKA, this would be a big loss if they were to take one, so hopefully they can pick up the pieces here. We'll see how they do as we load onto the Rift for our next game of the night.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. I'm liking this. Alright, so Eminem on the Kaisa for the very first time, as well as the premiere of Jimyan as a burst mage.
As a Syndra.
As a Syndra, yes.
With the balls and the Scatter the Weaks and the Unleash powers.
Unleashed power,
Yeah. I was going through, Riku. I was looking, and I found Chili's fact sheet.
Oh!
And I remember one player when I was going through these fact sheets answered single-word answers to every question we had.
Who is it?
Then we have it's Chili. Chili is our single-word monster.
Aww. What did he say? What else did he say?
You know, Chili he's a very simple player. he's got ambitions. The most enjoyable thing he likes to be as a professional player is just winning.
Winning, nice.
The most difficult thing is losing. I like his PCS ones where we're like, oh, what's your thoughts about the PCS? And he's like, interesting. What teams do you look forward to playing? All of them. What do you hope to achieve with this team? Win.
Simple answers. I like it.
Who will make worlds from the region? Berjaya Dragons.
And
The confidence of this man is unparalleled, and I love it. Hey, if you got confidence, I'm game for it. The other weird one is he used to be an auditor.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I was like, really? We have an auditor?
From auditor to pro player.
To pro player.
That's
I
cool.
personally like the, what's your most charming quality? He's like, He said being unattractive.
Wait,
Instead of being attractive. And I was like, huh?
Mind games by Chili here.
And what are you most proud of life? He's always humble, apparently. I'm like,
I love Chili's humor. Oh my
oh
gosh.
no, it's great. It's great. The best thing is his most memorable experience playing League of Legends. First blooding Chowie.
Chowie.
That is his highlight as a player so far.
That is
in
awesome,
League of
Chili.
Legends.
Wait, now I wonder if it's like as a support, Chili. First blooding Chowie as a support. That
That might have been.
it's happened before many times.
Yes, it has. It has. Oh boy.
I mean, you're with him in the lane, so.
I like how he's like, I also respect doing B. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of player I'd expect to respect doing B.
Yeah.
Simple, straight to the point. I'm gonna win, no questions asked. I still have to go through all these sheets. A lot of them came in Mandarin, so I have to go translate them all. I get to learn languages by translating fact sheets, Riku.
Yeah, and there's still a lot of PCS days for
Yes.
to unleash all of these
Every
interesting
match
facts.
we will do a fact sheet.
That's nice.
It'll be perfect. You guys can learn more about the players.
And we went through Chili. We could do like one player a day or something. That would be nice.
Oh boy.
Anyway, as we can see,
Well,
no
let's
funny
see.
starts.
Enzo has finished off. He actually went buff to buff into Raptors.
Oh, they're gonna
here we
meet in
go.
the middle.
Going aggressive here. Maon goes to the distort. Meanwhile, oh, that's flashing. Gage coming out, and Jimnit, he's going to get taken down first blood. But unfortunately here on the side of, oh boy, did he get the wrong one? He got the wrong one. Maon.
The mind games. I mean, it was.
He thought, oh, I got him. Oh, that was close. If he actually picked the right one, that would have been 2 kills over to Berjaya.
Exactly. And this was a beautiful flash on Boro knockup. Jimin will die. Well, Mawan will finish off the kill. And this is like the mind game. I mean, it was still pretty early as well. Since early in terms of you're not going to be as tanky with the dive, so you might risk dying from auto-attacking a little bit more on towards Mawan. And sometimes it happens, right? Like you do the trickster plays. We've seen it so many times where you want to try to mind games. The clone is actually the real one. Just
Sadly,
50-50. Yeah.
Sadly, not the biggest brain play. It's like, 50-50 coin flip. Who do I get?
It's the clone.
That's unfortunate. It would have been insane, though, because Maon did not have flash available, so if he actually like pulled that off, and that's actually what happened, I think that would have been insane. No flash available for the Rek'Sai, so he can't really go for that play onto 3Z. He also has Haymaker available if he's able to buffer it before the knockup.
Yeah.
He doesn't really care. He's even trying to get like a cheeky face breaker in there to try and jump onto Ozzy. As early on, the Renekton, I think, has a bit more of a friendlier time in the matchup. It's until later where you start to see you're mainly picking set for the showstopper, just to be disrupting the back line of teams, as well as maybe getting that true damage burst. Everyone jumps on top of them.
So the red buff of Enzo went to Holo earlier. Now let's see. Another gank, although this has been seen as the ward has just managed to be eliminated by HKA.
I like the idea.
Berjaya, rather.
I like that the mid lane is actually a focus. We haven't been able to see a whole lot of mid lane action.
Well, it's hard because you're facing off a LeBlanc and
yeah.
But
you got no summoners on her at this
that's
point.
That's true.
And pre-level 6, she is gankable. After level 6, double distortion is there. If they have cooldowns up, usually you're gonna wait for them to try and use. I think it's usually the other sigil or the other chain. Once that's shown, then you can go for a play.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you try to bait out the distortion like this.
Yeah, like that.
The level 6 though.
Oh, that's so fun. Oh, I love playing against LeBlanc with chains. That's so fun. Hello. There's too many minions to actually pull this off, unfortunately.
Oh,
and Jimin gonna get it. Oh, here we go. Combo. There's the unleashed power. Oh, very close. Still not able to finish off the kill. The LeBlanc has slipped away with barely any health twice in the first 6 minutes.
Yummy, yummy, spicy, spicy.
That's good for Malon, though, if he's not dying.
That's true. And then he already has his Ignite up as well, and later on, the Flash, so it's going to be hard later on as well.
Yeah, it's pretty much whether or not Scatter of the Week hits the LeBlanc. If it's missed by the Syndra, LeBlanc will likely kill you. Yeah,
so it's all about, are you going to preserve your Scatter of the Week? It's like Well, it's like a waiting game. So Jimian will wait for the distortion in, then you go, or you keep your scatter the weak for defense. But I gotta give it to Mawan has been scaring away Jimian on his own lane, not dying from the aggression coming from Holo. And don't forget, sometimes the clones get in the way of those the Qs of Holo as well. So it can really save you at certain times when you do want to get that snipe in, especially in that dive.
Even with the Scatter of the Week being used there, it's still rather risky for Jimian to actually be as aggressive as he's being right now. Wave does push back in, though. That's the one good thing you can do in this matchup as Syndra is you can just try and push the wave hard, and LeBlanc can't really do anything without giving up a bunch of CS.
Yes.
It also prevents her from roaming. That's one of the big key factors you like having about LeBlanc in mid lane is you can try and wreak havoc in a side lane with the jungle. But almost all the LeBlancs we have seen in the PCS often, at this point, they get pushed in, they can't actually roam, and they're not able to make an impact in the side lane.
That's true.
Holo's really spending his time here. He really wants to try and find a play on him.
Yeah, because Mawan will almost get his flashback, so they just wanted to get that brief time window without the flash at that time. Problem is already level 7, can do double distortion, so the game plan was to try and bait it out first before anything else. And meanwhile, we see Ozzy going on towards 3Z.
There we go. Enzo able to, gets knocked up. 3Z, Haymaker's going to come out, but the ultimate was being used. Shield comes down. Ozzy going to get Showstopper. Oh, the damage onto Berjaya. It's not enough, though. Jimian, though, flashing over the wall, able to trade back at kills. LeBlanc is going to get taken on down. Ozzy thinking about going for a play. Jimian does not have any mana at this one. Holo jumping back with a Resonating Strike. They're able to trade back. It's another 2 for 2. Both teams walking away with some fatalities.
I just wonder what happened if Enzo tried to dive in along with Ozzy. But this started with Berjaya Dragons just wanting to start a fight here, just wanting to intercept the retreat of 3Z. Here's the Showstopper smashing on towards the ground there. Jimian just wanted to get that flash ult to secure at least a 1-1 for now. And meanwhile, Enzo was pretty low at that time. They were a little bit worried. Ozzy with a full rage, getting that heal in. Good burst. But junglers are the only ones left.
Yeah, Enzo didn't really know what he wanted to do there. He was like, blue buff's hitting me. I'm not liking this.
Do
HKA,
I go in?
though, they do find a Rift Herald off the back of the play, so they'll have that available. 3Z's already been rotated down to bot lane, so very early rotation coming out for the lane swap, and that should be a free wave pushed in, actually, here on the side of HKA, as, teleport was already used by K2. That's a little unfortunate. This is going to be a nice chunky wave hitting the tower. We'll see if Ozzy actually wants to soak it up. He is up in top lane. Oh boy. That's a Rift Herald too. They're really going to try and funnel gold here onto the Kai'Sa.
Yep, there's Wing trying to... Oh, that they do get a dragon in exchange for that one. So more gold funneled on towards the Kai'Sa in exchange of that first dragon of the game. And K2 also soaking up solo experience as well in the bottom side of the map, at least. But yeah, a ton of priority for Berjaya Dragons on this lower part. There's a ton of vision going around that. Ozzy does have his ult already, but I don't think HK would want to be aggressive on this one unless Wing wants to try his luck on the Q and the death sentence. Guess that's going to be a no.
That tower's going down pretty low here. Eminem just going to take a little bit of damage. They back off. Still no pings coming out. You're also going to have the Braum rotate over, so they're going to try and prevent this. But Lee Sin's also going to be there. Eminem, yeah, they were getting a little greedy there.
Nicely done. Berjaya going to defend this the second time around. But that is definitely going to fall. HKA has Holo around that corner. That's going to be a 3v2 if ever.
Chile's actually been positioned here. They're actually letting the Ezreal get solo farm. Which means he's going to solo level up against that set.
Exactly. And then looks like they're not going to be playing the swap game anymore, and therefore Eminem decides to concede as Chile is already at the top side of the map. I thought it was going to be a 3v2 dive, but because of Chile, it makes things a little bit harder for HK to commit to that. And therefore, Holo just decides, okay, never mind. I'm going to go
I don't need to dive
else.
you. We'll just take this turret in a couple waves.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what they're waiting on.
Exactly. I mean, even Ozzy doesn't have flash. It's still pretty scary if you have the Renekton ult up and a full combo in with a stun.
There you
Yeah.
go.
There's a first Dragon Tower. First tower of the game, HKA.
First brick going on over. Eminem is going to get the full credit for it as well. 570 gold in the Kai'Sa's pocket. Let's see here. Going to use that. Already stacking up the Muramana along with the Ezreal. So it's about a sheen and gold down, but have yet to actually spend it here. Let's see. They're going to head off back.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Ozzy.
Oh!
Oh, he's able to cancel it with the Tiamat. Let's see, though. Wants to jump in onto Eminem. Eminem has yet to use the Killer Instinct. Ends up using the heal instead. Maybe looking for a turnaround here as Holo is nearby. Gets tagged by the Seeker, but will not get taken down. Meanwhile, mid lane. Oh, happy feet into another chain here from now on. Orbs are getting stacked. But unfortunately, he cannot commit on the side of the LeBlanc. Meanwhile, bot lane. Hello.
Oh, Set's not around.
No set around, but that does allow them to trade back a tower. Berjaya are going to have a slight gold advantage overall, and they're staying even here with HKA.
Yeah, Berjaya Dragon's doing a good job here. Not... I mean, so far, all their kills have been very equal. It's always an exchange. But you gotta hand it to HKA having that first dragon of the game, getting that extra gold, and I believe there's a lot of platings for Kai'Sa, but in exchange, K2 had that solo farm as well. So everything practically checks out for both of these 80 carries. Next up, though, for the taking is going to be the Infernal Drake later on. And now we see Berjaya Dragons taking full control over that area earlier, and it seems to be the same tail in the upcoming dragon.
And back to the farm we go. It's just let's wait for dragons to spawn, and then we'll go get them. That's kind of the game everyone's been playing in PCS. Except for, like, the odd, one or two, like, really aggressive players. But they're just being calm.
Yeah, Kava collected, having to wait for their summoners to go off. And I think the one that they're waiting for is definitely Eminem's heal that has been used and was forced out by Ozzy's aggressive Renekton from earlier. And now Dragon, 40 seconds left. HK, very confident dewarding this area right here, as it's just a full death squad at this point with 3-0 already walking down, I believe. But he does have teleport.
They got a little bit of prio in the mid lane. Bot lane, though, is in favor of K2. So Berjaya, again, just letting this Ezreal solo farm away. Enzo gets tagged, but he's fine for now. Dragon is available very shortly. It's going to be the Infernal. Some extra damage from now on. Yeah, it's going to start getting to the point here where it's not whether or not the Scatter of the Weak hits, it's whether or not Jimin actually hits a Q.
That's true.
Because if he keeps chunking out Maon like this, the LeBlanc has a really rough time. And luckily, the amount of times the LeBlanc has been forced back to base, Maon's not really fallen behind in gold. Or at least in CS. So he's practically even, which is rather impressive. I don't know if that's more or less his contribution or rather Jimin has not been able to farm effectively on the Syndra.
Yep, and now that is said, Infernal Drake has spawned now. With Berjaya Dragons having full control, but they would have to trade Rift Herald unless HK decides not to start it early. Probably going to get more chunk of damage towards mid. Now they're starting it. Let's see if Berjaya Dragons decides to rotate over there, because I think they can take on a fight. Unless Gauntlet's still not complete for the Ezreal.
Yeah,
but
they're very hesitant. They're seeing some pings now. I think Berjaya are going to be fine. They're going to get some vision. It's not really the best trade. Woo! True shot barrage. It was close, but does not land, unfortunately, at the right time. Berjaya getting a little bit of extra damage here in mid lane, though. That proc comes through from K2. Maon. Get a little bit of chunk there onto Wing. You gotta be careful as Scatter of the Weak not able to connect. Let's see, it looks like the play here is, can we catch out 3Z? No, too much vision. Or, I guess just map awareness. There wasn't even vision out there from HK. 3Z's just like,
yeah, they're gone in the mid lane.
Wrong.
They're probably on the way down already. But yeah, interesting. Berjaya Dragons, I thought they were going to go two routes after that dragon. Either go to the Rift Herald or push a little bit on mid. or maybe secure vision at the red side jungle of HKA, which either of the three didn't really happen. So we'll see what the plan is in mind for Berjaya Dragons. Again, they're not very... Gauntlet is already complete. Now we're just waiting for the mana stacks here on K2 for him to take off as the Ezreal. So that's practically what I am looking forward to, as, again, Ezreal in the PCS has been showing up. And so we'll get spotted, so no setup for a
Too much vision.
gank. Huh?
As a Rek'Sai, there's too much vision on the map right now. It needs to be denied. They have so many control wards, they're not using any. There we go, finally. They're going to get some deep vision down. Prepping a bit early for Mountain. Maybe they can catch out a member of HKA, but that does allow them to just push in mid. Because, fun fact, they do have a Shelly still. Rift Herald is available, and there it is, going to get popped. Seeker not going to connect on to the Ezreal.
Do you want to collapse on this?
They're going to try. Here comes over toward the side.
Ooh.
It's the Renekton. They're going to tag the one member, but fortunately just not able to, as Shelly inches away. 16
that.
health. That's, so like a gust of wind on the other side of the rift could actually knock over that turret at this point.
Yeah, exactly. Just one more blow and you huff in it, you puff in it, you blow it down.
You just blow it down.
Yeah, exactly.
Apparently we got the big bad wolf on Summoner's Rift. Where's the Warwick? I haven't seen Warwick in Pro forever.
In competitive?
Yeah, give me Warwick. Give me the good old end of season 4 Warwick.
Oh, you know what I want to see? For some reason, that popped into my head, Shyvana.
Shyvana? Do you want AP Shyvana?
Yes, AP Shyvana.
AP Shyvana?
Oh, it's
Like
gonna
you're
be
playing Urf at that point?
hurt. Oh yeah, Urf is coming up soon.
No, One for All is.
One for All. I got
don't
them
worry.
confused.
Well, you know, you can do like both builds with Shyvana then if you go for One for All. You can have some flexibility in your composition. Or you can just play Megatron Cat.
Megatron?
Or Mecha Ultimate Cat.
Mecha Ultimate.
Or you just combine 5 Yumis into 1 Yumi. See, that's what they're doing. The Space Pilots TFT, like, you know, the Galaxy patch that came out, that was them teasing. That's what happens. You combine you get a Super Yumi that just turns into a Garen, apparently.
Okay, I will go back to playing TFT after hearing that.
I think it's on beta right now.
Okay.
You gotta get your beta account.
Okay, so now the mid lane's still not out. And Berjaya Dragon's gonna just do their best to just clear this out.
Like, what can you do at this
Yeah.
point? It's just a farm game. You're hoping someone makes a misplay, but both teams are playing, I hate to say it, dreadfully slow.
Yeah.
This is as slow as we can possibly go.
Well, the thing is, okay, so we have the Ezreal primed and ready off now. Next dragon is about to spawn in 40 seconds, which means this is Berjaya Dragons' chance. I mean, they are in the lead gold-wise. It's not that big of a deal yet. But now we've seen Mawan being very painful and probably be the absolute problem of MNM later on. Don't think a Thresh can help as much once Mawan gains access into that backline. And just chains every combo you can think of.
Come on, Wing. I know you're a Thresh. You want to move up to that tower and take it. You want to claim a tower for yourself. They're using everything. It's a little bit of a bastion of hope here for the side of Berjaya when they lose this. Here we go. Mawan able to get some damage down. But HKA just disengage.
It's hard. Understandable. Jimin's already half HP.
Understandable. Very understandable, yeah.
Yeah.
I think they finally get this tower. Can they just walk up? Just take the auto attack.
Get it, Holo.
There you go. Finally, they take this tower. Meanwhile, though, Berjaya going to take their 3rd dragon of the game. So, not too bad. They're going to set themselves up for Mountain Soul. Let's see here, though. HKA looking to roam up toward top side. And the Renekton's already backing off. Okay.
Yep,
What can they do, Riku?
What
so
can they
it's
do?
like every time they're like, oh, we're going to be slightly passive. We're going to be slightly aggressive. It's like you're on a ward, Wing.
Oh, wow.
What? How the? Okay, that was a little nasty. True Shot Barrage comes on out of it. Berjaya getting, they're playing with their food, but here comes a re-engage into the Renekton. Slice and dice combo takes them out, and now they rotate back on over to Hollow, and that's going to be 2 kills for 1. finally some action hitting onto the riff is Berjaya. First, it looks like they got caught out. I don't know what it was Big Brain trying to get caught out, or if that was just a magical hook from Wing.
It was Arcane Shift after. So the Arcane Shift was done, K2. Boop.
Oh.
It was perfect.
Oh.
And it was, the hitbox was sexy for Brahms. It didn't hit Braum. It hit K2. That was wild, coming from the Thresh from Wing over here. And the problem was, Ozzy already was joining the party. It's just mid-game Renekton is just going to stomp everybody else, especially if you're just in close proximity of him. Basically, it's just going to twirl around and deal massive amount of damage as the Renekton. So that's what happened. So one for 2 exchange in favor of Berjaya Dragons. Awesome hook by Wing still.
I didn't know hitboxes could be that weak, to be honest. That's a new one for me. I didn't even have Fish say that. Oh, darn.
It happens.
It's
the
a good
sexy
looking
hitboxes.
Sexy hitboxes. Wing, your hitbox is looking fine today. Perfect.
Actually, it's Chili's hitbox that looked fine because the hook was supposed to hit Chili.
But it's also the hooks, like, the hitbox of the hook is a lollipop,
Oh,
right?
that's true. That's true. Also that the.
Are you ready for the big Nautilus buffs that are going to come through at some point?
I want to know.
Have you seen those?
I
those
haven't
buffs?
yet. Please tell me more.
Well, there was an ongoing trend on Twitter over from a bunch of the playtesting team.
Uh-huh.
And they're like, how? Oh, everyone wants buffs on Nautilus. We'll give it to him. And they're like, oh, his hitbox isn't big enough on his hook. So they made it the size of the lane. And then they made it global. And then they made his ultimate hunt whoever gets ulted back to their base to get hit by the Nexus fountain.
That should be like a mini game mode for fun.
And then in TFT, they buffed him too. So when he does his like shock, he just knocks everything off the board.
That is wild. And he's even being picked still. So buffing him?
Yeah, buff him some more. I want to see global hook Nautilus. Personally, I think it was like a Doombots teaser.
Yeah.
That's my theory. Give me Doombots again.
That would be the best
That
game mode
would be
idea.
Hilarious.
Not only Nautilus having global, having just a mess of a game mode where every skill is a global. Okay, every ult is a global then.
I feel like the spaghetti is too much within League of Legends. That we try and make everything global, and we'd probably shut down EUS, to be honest. Let's be honest.
Rip. That would be too much. Yeah, imagine the possibilities. That's all I'm saying.
I feel like I want Doombots mode, but you get to play with the Doombot abilities.
Yes, that. Okay, that would be more realistic than what I thought of.
Wait a sec. Doom Earth.
Doom Earth. That is both.
Doombot abilities in Earth.
That's both like, it sounds comical and yet
it sounds
horror
comical
at the same
and
time.
horror, I say. Like, you're actually like, who would actually develop this? As, oh, my lord. Hello. Thank you. What's going on? Something up with the connection recently. That's a weird one. I don't know what happened there.
All right, so
Internet is plugged in. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. I think our connection went to sleep because nothing's been happening this game at this point.
that's true. The internet
is
be like
like,
ZZZ, resident sleeper.
Like, we've been talking about Earth and like Doombot abilities for like the last 3 minutes, and they have literally done nothing.
Well, to be fair, Ozzy got that top tower at least.
Okay, cool. They got a tower.
And now
first tier tower.
And now another first tier tower getting taken out
Oh
by
my
Eminem.
god. That's insane. Eminem, the mechanics, auto attacking the tower.
For some reason my cheek is hurting now from all the smiles.
Smiles. On, he's gonna jump in. He's still not able to connect on his combo, so unfortunately that does not work out for him. Let's see though.
Ooh.
Jumping forward. Hook's not gonna land there onto Wing.
Yeah, distortion Q is actually pretty. Oh no. Okay.
True shot. Oh, that's a decent chunk of damage. Jimin in. Oh, K2, he's probably thinking, oh, 3Z! He went for the play. He wasn't able to find it. Hook is not going to connect. Scatter of the Weak is still not there. They're still losing out a bit here as far as damage goes on the side of HKA. And we're back into this mid lane ARAM. At some point, something's got to give, or both teams are just going to walk away. Meanwhile, Rek'Sai is doing Mountain Soul. I think Berjaya get this. The Syndra was poked out too much. They can't fight without the Syndra. That's a free Mountain Soul for the Dragons.
Really great poke coming from Mawan and K2 being very patient. And they get rewarded for it, getting that mountain soul for themselves, and that means it boosts them even more. There's no answer just yet for Berjaya Dragons' poke, because in terms of engage, there's not really a lot of options for HKA. You can't just walk casually towards Berjaya Dragons, or else you're gonna get poked out as well. Yeah, you get a death sentence, you get a scatter the weak stun, but in terms of like a team fight massive setup, HKA don't really have that on their side.
3Z goes back down to the bot lane. He'll clear that out. He's got himself his Trinity Force. We have items online, by the way. Like, this Kaisa can fight now.
That's true.
The fact they don't fight yet, maybe, like, it's going on hit. He went with the Muramana build. I'm trying to think what his next item would be. He's already got the QSS, so he might just finish off the Scimitar. Still, though. Banshee fails, actually a nice pickup for the Syndra finally. So won't be bursted down immediately by this LeBlanc if Maon is able to get a angle. And you already saw Scatter of the Week into a Unleashed Power actually was used onto Maon, and he was almost taken down, about half health. So no ultimate available here for Jimin, as they're trying to get a bit of a push here on second tier tower.
Yep, sorry, as they are looking to, they've already scared Malwan at that point. More waves are going to be slowly pushing towards that side. But but Berjaya Dragons already have control over that area still, so it makes HKA, it denies HKA on doing like a dive on that inner tower at the top side of the map. So good job by Berjaya Dragons for defending that area well.
And now the dance of Baron for about the next 4 minutes, and then Elder is a possibility for Berjaya. But to be honest, I expect them just to be fighting over Vision now for the next 4 minutes, the way it's going.
That's true.
So back to story time, I do say. How was skating, Riku?
How was skating?
You went out skating the other day, didn't you?
So I did go skating because I just watched Yuri on Ice. So I figured I'd go skating. Invited by Articuno. Shout outs to you for showing me that place. Unfortunately, I tripped and fell because I thought I was going to bump into another skater.
So
and
you took the fall.
I took the fall.
You were heroic. You were like, I shall save your life from me by tripping.
By tripping. And I did, and it was painful because I fell on both of my knees, and now I have big bruises on both of my right and left knee. And now...
Wait a sec.
Yeah.
Berjaya?
Okay,
Hello?
let's see.
Hello? Berjaya?
There's no vision there. It's kind of hard.
They have to figure something's going on here.
Teleport.
Oh no, it's a kickback! And HKA are able to sneak away a dragon. Let's see if they can get away with it. It looks like they will. Oh, hello! Enzo going into the back line. He's going to go into stasis. Here comes Renekton, though, onto the flank. They need to fully engage on this. Wing's going to be able to pick up the trail. True Shot Barrage ends up fanning and splitting the uprights. Wing now going to get caught out. He gets stunned up. Double kill going on over to the LeBlanc. 3Z. Haymaker comes out. Azzy in the back line as the Renekton able to shred them apart. Triple kill now for Maon as they now look to rush back into the behind the base. Maon barely with any mana is going to get shut down. He's getting a little bit too aggressive trying to pick up a Quadra. But in the end, Berjaya are able to find 4 kills after losing the Baron.
Clap, clap, clap. It seems that Holo is the sole survivor of that Baron buff. Now let's take a look at the replay here. So there was no vision whatsoever. Nicely done kick, securing that Baron take. But at that point, it was a mini 4v5 because Ozzy was pushing that bottom lane when everything has begun. Jimian is already pretty low at that time. And Enzo also has fallen. And now Ozzy, it's cleanup time. That one actually did a pretty amazing job finishing a lot of the low health targets, doing stuff LeBlanc does. Ozzy, just a big fat monster at this point.
I realized Ozzy was teleporting underneath tower because I saw 3 turret shots come and hit him mid-fight from all the way from the bot lane. I'm a little... K2, that could have been a much cleaner fight, I actually think, from Berjaya. Fortunately, K2, he ended up somehow missing a True Shot Barrage with 4 people in front of him. It was a yikes, but in the end, it don't matter. Berjaya, they're able to answer back on this Baron, which is very good for them because they get rid of 4 of the buffs. which kind of nullifies it. And now they don't have to worry about a Baron take. Well, Elder Dragon is on the table for them.
That's true. It eliminates it eliminates something to worry about on the other side of the map. It even eliminates a 1-3-1 perhaps from HKA, so they don't have to worry too much about the other lanes. Now it's setting up for Elder. That is the important thing for Berjaya Dragons if they want to take this to a W against their match with HKA. And they do have the upper hand based from what we've seen so far in terms of team fight, especially Mountain's performance in this game with the LeBlanc. At this point, it is the Elder Dragon fight, and 20 seconds later, HKA just wants to prep the lanes, just in case. Up, 3Z.
They're going to get the hook there into another hook, 3Z. Haymaker is available. True Shot Barrage is not going to land, and 3Z has held on to his Haymaker for so long, he's going to get taken down. And that's not a good time, because Elder Drake just spawned.
Is HK brave enough
They
to
have
maybe
to.
get a pick? One pick,
They have
one
to.
pick.
Oh, they get the Scatter of the Week, but it doesn't connect. Berjaya, they know what's going to happen. Hook is going to land. HKA, they're going to get funneled back into this portion of the jungle. Nice Scatter of the Week comes out. At this point, I think you're Berjaya. You just disengage. You have advantage. You guys could go for the Elder Drake if possible. Does Enzo have a smite up? Yes, he does. 14-14 smites.
Okay, if they manage to buy some time a little bit and maybe try to make them cancel.
Let's see. Chili goes for the engage. Oh, the damage onto Wing. He's going to get taken down extremely low. There it is, as well as the chains onto the Syndra. And HKA are starting to fall apart as now the Renekton going to come in and join in toward the fun Eminem. He's going to get stunned up. He gets shredded down, and immediately back onto the Elder Drake they can go.
And I was just about to say, if they can try to cancel the Elder Drake and at least force them a fight of not being wiped out, because 3Z had teleport at that time, and there is a ward a little bit advanced near the Elder Drake, so they could possibly form a flank. But it was not possible. Berjaya Dragons successfully eliminated the threats. They get an Elder Drake without having to worry of any steals whatsoever from Holo. And again, all dragons canceling the Baron away from HKA, and now they do have the Elder Drake. So now it's killing time for Berjaya Dragons.
This is so concerning now for HKA. They dropped this game to Berjaya. At this point, you're losing technically to you've only won one game. It's against the bottom of the table. They still have the opportunity to get into this one, but right now it just feels like there's something with communication. And I hate to point it out, but 3Z, why are you out there at the bottom of the map? That's what started this whole thing, was he got caught out, and they were forced to fight a 4v5.
That is true. That is absolutely true. And unfortunately, HKA wasn't able to buy enough time for that teleport to kick in. Berjaya Dragons, a scary force right now in this match. In particular, 2 Guardian Angels on the side of Berjaya Dragons.
You also get the free shield from Mountain Soul.
That is true.
It's especially when you have a Syndra, like where you want to try and, burst someone completely down. It's going to be rare that a full combo is actually able to even kill a squishy now at this point. If they got a heal on the side of Chili, that'll be enough likely to save the Ezreal or the LeBlanc.
That's true.
There's even a Maw picked up here for K2. True Shot Barrage is just going to tag some members of HKA.
They're going to heal that back up with the minion kills. Yeah, and the thing is, eventually when the game progresses, a Lee Sin pick will, especially playing from behind, will be really difficult. As Berjaya Dragons always managing to secure a lot of vision on towards the jungle, so no sneaky kicks from either our Raptor camp, perhaps when they try to do the siege. But Berjaya Dragon still is more of a... They're not going to try to strong arm you. They're going to play safe and secure this Baron first before attempting a siege later on.
All right, Baron buff here. I don't think it's going to get answered. I don't think HKA can even answer it here at this point. As Elder Drake is still available for the team, so even if they went for a fight, there's a high chance everyone gets executed. Second Baron now in the hands of Berjaya, as they can look to siege in and maybe look to close out this game, as HKA seem a bit lost at this point.
Oof. It's very tough right now.
Like, it's a 2-level advantage on your AD carry here at this point, too.
It is.
Like, this is disgusting.
Oof. And then imagine Level 18 K2 just landing every single shot on towards Hollow, who's currently level 14. It's gonna be very, very painful.
Yeah, Hollow's got to start farming up because he can't even go for a smite steal to try and be the hero for HKA if he's down levels onto this Rek'Sai just because of natural scaling of smite. All right, Berjaya with super minions. How do they look to push in? Here we go. Whoo! Scatter the weak. Well, he's going to get scattered dead. As almost getting taken down with one
3Z?
combo. 3Z trying to get a bit aggressive here, but still he's going to get chunked low if he's not careful. Meanwhile, Renekton's in bot lane pushing on in. HKA, they have to make a decision whether or not they go for a fight.
It's kind of hard. They have to just concede this tower for now, as it's a little bit risky. They don't have any form of wave clear aside from Jimin on the Cinder Qs. That's why it's now defensive time. Eminem, he's going to try to heal up.
Heal up a little bit.
Yeah.
It looks like he'll be going... That might be the Infinity Edge he's building into with that pickaxe. Maybe. He wants a little bit more crit.
Or damage.
For the damage. Now, to be frank, yeah, he's in a position that if he went GA, there's no one that can really rescue him. So there's no point to build a GA at this point.
Exactly.
My question is, Civ is still sitting on, like... not Civ. 3Z.
3Z.
They got Z in the name, all right? No. Or for
You
the
are
other
forgiven.
guy, Zed. You know, Zed for the other people. Yeah, 3Z. Unfortunately, his performance in the PCS, at least for the start here, has been rather disappointing. Let's see. True Shot Barrage comes out. Continue the push here in mid. Still not going to find it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That is just the cannon. I don't
He
know
just got
why
the
my
cannon.
heart skipped a beat. That I was looking at somewhere else, and then I heard the death sentence tick off. Okay, 3Z. But at this point, that's 3 members going to collapse on you.
There we go. 3Z jumps over with the showstopper. He gets himself to safety, but guess what? Inhibitor tower is down. If I'm Berjaya, you guys can just take a fight. Like, at this point, you're just giving HKA time to scale. You guys can go for a fight. You can end this. Hollow is chunked out. There is no reason to be playing this slow. I get being safe, being steady will be the answer, but sometimes just walk up, take the damn turret. Thank you very much. They're playing tutorial League of Legends, by the way. They're trying to get every single thing on the map.
It is textbook style of League of Legends. Now they're probably going to wait for another Elder Drake, perhaps, as they're looking to reset. And we'll be satisfied with that, I suppose. I mean, that tower at the top side, almost about to go down. Not quite, though. But that's what we're waiting for. 20 seconds on the clock. Berjaya Dragons aiming to get that second Elder Drake. That is the first time we're going to be seeing a second Elder Dragon in the PCS, I believe. That's 40-minute mark.
Yeah, this is the longest game that it hasn't needed. So we've had 5 minutes of actual action on the map.
Yeah.
And the rest has just been, okay, push the wave. Okay, let it push back. All right, thanks for pushing.
Okay.
I swear. So my thing here is if Berjaya lose this damn game, because they really shouldn't, but if they throw at this Elder Drake,
it's going to be painful. It is a possibility.
It is a possibility. It's kind of scary.
There's still a ton of GAs to proc.
Yes. So that's kind of that's the silver lining here. That's their backup plan is if they really screw up. Now, K2 doesn't have a GA. He should be a little bit more careful. He's getting aggressive. Hey, hello. Surprises Renekton on the flank, but immediately getting bursted down. HKA, can they go for a disengage here, or are they going to actually try and go for a fight? Unleashed Power comes through. Chili, though, intercepts it with his shield. And 3Z, he tried to line up the Haymaker, but he's going down as they now find themselves another kill. Berjaya, 3 members alive for HKA. Please finish the game.
Are they going for Elder?
Don't go for finish the game. They can. There you go. There's your flank. And oh no, HKA. That's beautiful here coming out for Berjaya. You see, they just pile in. And Hong Kong attitude have been put in their place by Berjaya Dragons, as this should be the end of the game.
My oh my, this is the longest game we had. Last time it was HKA versus Resurgence, 37 minutes. Now we're at the 41, 42-minute mark. Congratulations, Berjaya Dragons.
And with that, Berjaya gonna go 2-2 on the record, and HKA shall fall 1-4 so far as we are halfway through week 2.
Ouchies.
Ouchies.
Yeah,
for
ouchies,
sure.
but congratulations. 2-2 already for Berjaya Dragons on the overall rankings. Very scary team, honestly. Whenever they are in the lead, it's like they really do not give you any chance whatsoever to get back into the game. And I think that's the
Wow.
scary charm of the Berjaya Dragons.
It's just like at that point, though, neither team wanted to do anything. Like, Berjaya, sure, they won the game, but like, I don't know about that. That was both teams. Like, the game going 41, 42 minutes.
42 minutes. That's right, Opal. The longest game we've had so far in the PCS.
Yeah, they decided to take their darn time with that one. So, again, congratulations, though, to Berjaya. And that's a great showing coming out from our C orgs, especially now. HKA, on the other hand, they're kind of in the resurgence territory now, where they might be not even in playoffs the way this is going. Again, early on in the split, let's go ahead and take a look at that fight. This was after 3Z got caught out on the side of HKA.
Yeah, it was already a 4v5 to begin with. All they wanted to do is try to buy some time, try to delay the take of the Elder Drake at least, so that when 3Z responds, there is going to be a teleport play, potential teleport play rather. There is a ward for the river. There is one behind that dragon pit, but unfortunately, BJD, everybody was pretty much close, and that's a good entry. Oh, Enzo was already kicked once again. But everything else, HK was just falling like dominoes here.
Yeah, easy pick up there, K2. Tons of damage on the Cestrial, too, as the day went along. Ozzy, though, big flanks coming out. Helped end the game. Multiple times they found fights based off his engages, and whoo, got some big old damage numbers coming out from the Israel there.
I am excited for Mawan here on the LeBlanc, and he did really, really well in this game. Forced a lot of backs, even caused a lot of kills, especially that big fight near the Baron pit where HKA got their Baron, but slowly but surely, the Berjaya Dragons managed to eliminate each and every one except for Holo. I think it was a triple kill coming from Mawan at that time too. That was the highlight play for me. That was my favorite moment in the game. That 41-minute game.
41 minutes. It was a long game. I don't want to even talk about it. It's just such a long game. But I think for us, it's just been so concerning with HKA now.
Yes, agreed.
In the last couple of games, like they only have taken the game off Resurgence, and even that was a slugfest of a 38-minute game.
It is the longest
like
game.
Other teams are trying to speedrun the Resurgence at this point. I'm sorry, Resurgence, but people have been trying to speedrun you at this point. Like, 20-minute games here and there.
That's
but
true.
HK are the ones that are like, yeah, we're going to take our time. We're, going to pick our potatoes in top lane, Oh,
yeah, you're right. The shortest game we had is a 24-minute game, Resurgence versus Machi.
Yeah. Mid lane, though, there you go. MVP is going to be Mawan on the LeBlanc. Got himself 15 kills and assists, so 7.5 KDA overall.
I am happy about this MVP. Mawan doing an amazing job on the LeBlanc. Not gonna be surprised if this starts getting a focus band on towards Mawan with this performance.
It was impressive he actually picked that into the Syndra. Like,
that's true.
That's actually pretty impressive that they were able to, and he was able to survive the lane phase, which is the bigger one. Because honestly, the Syndra is supposed to have an okay time in this matchup.
The thing is, this might be an uncomfy situation for Jimyan. I mean, he has been playing a lot of those melee mid laners, so maybe the mage might be something not the usual for him.
That is a possibility.
Yeah.
Whether or not, though, we'll have to see next time. As HKA, they're done for the night. But, of course, we still have more action for you guys. Coming up next, it's AHQ Esports Club taking on Liab. As Liab look to try and get their first win of the day after falling earlier on in the night. And like we mentioned, HK, they're going to be done for now. We should see them tomorrow, though, at least once. But for now, we're going to go ahead and take a short break. When we come back, it is going to be our 6th game of the night. Don't go anywhere.